Today, we are going to start our new unit, which is that ancient Roman civilization. Like I said, our workbook seems a lot thicker this time. There are 13 days of lessons, 2 days of our tests. Our tests are going to be case studies. So you're reading, you're taking notes, you're deciding what the author's purpose was, you're deciding what the author's opinion was, and you're going to write your own opinion piece based on that. So do you agree with the author? Do you disagree? And we're going to build into that. We're going to build those skills of taking notes and being prepared for that. So in this text, to answer your question, Joey, these are going to be primarily nonfiction, but it's because we're learning about the ancient Roman civilizations. And we're going to learn about their thoughts and their beliefs and their way of life. And so we'll learn more about that today as we actually jump into the reading piece of it. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at our spelling and language focus for the next few days. This is primarily something that you just practice at home. We introduce it at school, and then you practice these words at home just to kind of build that background on these words. It's our spelling, right? But it's really just that at-home practice of these words. So you guys can open up your activity notebook to page, let me get there, to page 7. What page are you going to look at? 7. And this is going to be looking at the spelling patterns today. This week, we are introducing a new element as well. This week, instead of just challenge words, we're going to have what's called a content word. And content words are going to be a little harder than other words. Content words are something I want you to learn how to do. It's something I want you to know the word to. Alexa, piece 4. But the content word is going to be something that's important to our reading. So I'll give it to you right now. Our content word is going to be the word Mediterranean. What's our word? Mediterranean. The Mediterranean is going to be a location. It's going to be in our specific focus, the Mediterranean Sea. We'll read about it more today. So at the bottom of this page down here, I just want you to write the word Mediterranean. It's going to actually start with a capital letter because it's a specific place. Apologize, I'll get it up. E, D, I, T, E, R, R, A, N, E, A, N. Mediterranean. Now I can't even do it. Mediterranean. Once I've spelled it, it looks funny. The Mediterranean. It's a content-related word. So I want you to practice it. But more than anything, I want you to be able to see that word and know what it is and understand it. So you're not sitting there trying to spell out this funky word. It's a content word. I'm going to quiz you over it. We're going to see how you can do on it. Sound good? What we are going to be focusing on are going to be R words, where we're going to have that AR sound, the AR, OR. What we see at the top on our sheet, it says AR that sounds like AR. So AR is going to say R. OR says or. We also can have the OR that says We have the ER that says We have the UR that can say and we have the IR that can say So our words today are going to have that sound in it. Sound good? We are going to be going through our list and circling and finding those R-controlled vowels. That's what we call those. It's a vowel sitting right next to an R. Instead of saying air or R, that one does say R, but it's that R-controlled vowel where that R is working with it. Sound good? You have your activity page out. There are 4 different spellings for the ER. For the ER, we have OR, ER, UR, IR. The ER is going to be the most common spelling of this sound, the sound. And we're going to go through these a little bit together. Are you ready? We're going to write them. I just want you to have them written. I want you to know them. Our computer keeps getting hit. I'll do them in as dark as I can. Our first word is the word tarnish. What's our word? Tarnish. Tarnish just means like if something's going dull. It's going to be an AR word, tarnish. You're going to need to copy it down so you have our words. Tarnish. Our next word I want to give us, I'm going to do them in different colors so it breaks it up a little bit, is the word portion. A portion is going to be a certain amount of something. It's going to be a OR that sounds like OR, portion. The OR is saying or.
Just like the OR. So it's technically the exact same thing. So what is it?
Portion. I'd also like to point out, and I've talked to some of you about this in our reading too, when we see that TION, what does it say? Shun, which is a little bit different. Our next word is the word circulate, and we're going to have the IR saying ER in this one, and circulate. We talked about the circulatory system, and we know it's something that's moving in that circular motion. So circulate's going to go in the IR, but it's making the sound, circulate. Now, this is different because I am having you just copy the words. This is good practice for that note taking. You're looking at a word, you're writing it, but you also have to make sure it's spelled correctly too. It's that note taking skill that we're going to be working on through this unit. Our next word is the word turkey. Turkey is going to have a UR where it sounds like So we have turkey. T-U-R-K-E-Y. But we have the U-R saying turkey.
You're making me hungry.
The next word I want to give you is going to be the word motor, where we have a OR saying motor.
That motor kind of reminds me of the motor car.
Yep, and that would be right. The motor car from the Wind in the Willows, motor. Where we have the OR saying And our next one we're going to do is going to be that ER saying the ER saying same. And it's the most common spelling pattern with this. And it's going to be servant. Servant. Yes, Joey. Give me just a moment and I'll do it, okay? Sure. We have the ER. So third graders, these are the only ones I'm going to give you for right now. But I want us to pause and look at them, and we're going to circle where we have that sound. So everybody look at our word tarnish. Up at the top on the column, we have the AR, and it's pointing to saying it should say AR. So my R in tarnish says what sound? The AR in tarnish makes what sound? R. Very good. Next up, I have the word portion. I put portion under the column. It has OR saying or. Find the OR in portion. What circle it? What sounds is it making? Or. Very good. Go over to motor. In this one, we have the OR. It's under the OR where it sounds like ER. It's the OR saying Find the OR in motor that says Our next one is the word servant. This is where we have the ER saying That's what it is saying. So we have the servant. The ER is saying Next up, we have the ER saying So, sorry, thank you. It's the UR saying So I'm going to circle the UR in turkey, where the UR is saying turkey. And last but not least, I have circulate, where we have that IR saying circulate. I gave you 6 of our words today. If you look, and I will put them up. I'll put them up here. Here are the rest of the words. Your job is to read through the words and put them where they belong. So you need to identify, is it an AR, OR that says or, an OR that says an ER, a UR, or an IR, and put it in the correct column. You're then going to go back and circle the combination up top that you see. Do you see an OR? Circle it. Do you see an IR? Circle it. And you're going to make sure it makes the right sound. Your job is to sort all of these words onto your page. Do you need to sort the challenge words?
No.
We have above and beginning. Do you need to sort those? Nope, just write them at the bottom of your page. Sound good? Above and beginning are challenge words. Your content word is Mediterranean. The content word is the word that you're going to see in your reading that I want you to know how to spell this week. Your job for the next few minutes is to sort all of these words. Go for it.